Welcome lads to what I believe is now episode number 9 of the Scooby Succession. We left off last episode with a convincing 3-0 win and a 1-1 draw where we luckily pulled it back with a late last minute, literally very last minute screamer by Mark on his right foot from outside the box. And this episode I looked at trying to sign some more players, increase the depth and also get rid of a few players because I've realised we're paying people who realistically they're not going to get a shout in. So we look into the squad, and there's some people who just looked at the value here. And then you went out on loan. I completely forgot who it is too. MacArthur. I'm pretty sure I sent him out on loan to BSC Glasgow. And then for the rest, there's not many other players left who aren't really valued at anything. But as you can see, 32 years old. Realistically, we've got no potential. And we're not going to play them, are we? So we might as well try and get them out on loan. And focusing on transfers, Mattis, who is on Latvia international duty, has come back with a player who also plays for Latvia. He's in the Bayern Munich 2 team. Then Daniels Ontuzans. Don't know how. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but 9 years old, born in 2000. Mattis has told me that he's a decent player, so I'm going to just try and get for starters, I'll get I'll get a scout report on him. It's 1.1k. I'll do it, just for Mattis. And we'll see what we get back. And if he's a decent player, then we'll try and sign him. Looking at the team of the week, a lot of Chesterfield players and a lot of Torquay players in it. But Ethan was one of the standout players. I think he scored 2 goals in the last game that we played. And a player that I did do this off camera, I completely forgot to start recording. But a player that we did bring in on loan is Brendan Sarpongoredu. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but we brought him in on loan from Charlton. It's only a year-long loan, but he is wanted by quite a lot of clubs, so I feel like we got quite lucky with him. Wanted by Macclesfield and Torquay. Torquay are in the same league as Macclesfield, I believe, are in League 2. Yep, they're in League 2. And Huddersfield want him on a transfer. It looks like he could be quite a player. Valued at 145k, but realistically, I could see people buying him for up to 1 million, 2 million, so I'm not going to start him. I can't start him in cup games anywhere, but maybe in the coming games, he might be quite an important player. So you see, I'm just trying to bring in now some more coaches, try and get a little bit of a backroom staff going. Henderson, who's he? Head of youth development. The team that I want to go with this game is pretty similar to our starting team. I'm going to start O'Reilly in the centre of midfield. I feel like he's just too important to not have in there, because it's not the biggest of games. It's against Guiseley, who are the league below us, bottom end of the league, I'm pretty sure. So it should realistically be an easy win. But if we don't win this, that could be our job done. Because one of our objectives was to qualify for the FA Cup first round. And this is a qualifier to get into the first round of the FA Cup, which obviously I'm presuming for non-league and League 2 clubs is pretty big. Because obviously you have the opportunity to play against big clubs, get TV sponsorships, quite a bit of revenue. So in a long term, this could be a big game, and if we don't win it, it could be quite disastrous, really. So I'm going to go with a strong team. I'm swapping both centre-backs out, bringing Pollock on the right and swapping Cameron for Dolan and Mark for Proctor. Otherwise, it's more or less the exact same team. I'll get straight into it. Pretty similar kits, to be fair. The blue and white and the blue and yellow. If that is blue, I'm colourblind, but I'm presuming I feel like that's blue. Spencer out wide to Solomon. They're looking to start early. Solomon goes back to Nicholson. Nicholson's got a bit of a bowl patch going on there. Slow build-up play is what we like. Pollock swings one in his right. Proctor wins a header. Heads it just over. Pollock has time to run. He goes back to Callum Jones, now to Tyrese Dolan. Jones, O'Reilly. O'Reilly strikes it. It was bound to come, and he's one of our better players, if not our best player. He's the glue that holds the team together. He wins the balls in the middle. He goes forward with it. He scores goals. He defends goals. He does everything for us. He plays every game, and he's definitely the first name in the team sheet other than the Scooby Island lads. First time, smacks it. Wonderful goal. Now he has a free kick. O'Reilly's he going to hit it? He does hit it. You have to love this. 2 screamers from O'Reilly. 2 wonder goals. And the young Irish lad is having a ball of a time. I feel like non-league is a little bit low for his standards, and he's ripping it up. They do have a corner. Can he get a little bit of revenge before half-time? Solomon plays one in. Tomlinson heads it out. Ethan wins the ball. Ethan's looking to go forward with it. Proctor, a good target man. Can he find the pass? He goes to Ethan. This is some quality play. Strong counter-attacking football. Ethan goes into Tyrese Dolan. Tyrese Dolan 1-0 with the keeper. 3-0 in 36 minutes. And we have smashed Guiseley. And this could get even worse from it. It could be a massacre. Convincing performance. It was always bound to be a convincing performance from us. We are the better team. We're predicted to win. Predicted to smash them. We're in a higher league. We play better football. We're always going to win this game, aren't we? And I'm just going to go and try and get the team to score even more goals now. Palika's time. He's going to go past his man. He doesn't. He goes back to Jones. Jones to O'Reilly. To Dolan. Dolan has some time to hit it. He does hit it. He gets his second in the game. And the Preston lads, the ex-Preston lads, are ripping it up. And I feel like this is Dolan's level right now, maybe. Guiseley is... I feel like he's just a little bit below standard for where we're playing. But give him a season and he'll be right up there. Look at that. Quality finish. Very convincing win. We was the better team. We was always going to win this game. If you look at them stats, they didn't have a single shot on target. We had 26 with 15 on target. Like I said, it could have been a slaughtering. And I feel like they kind of got a bit lucky there, didn't they? It wasn't more, but we're going to take the win. We did pick up an injury on Adam O'Reilly, which does dampen what was a good day and a good game. Let's just hope that he's not out for long. And as you can see, like I was saying, it's important that we're winning these FA Cup games because we've picked up 18.75k, which it's not that much money, but for Scooby Island, we don't have great finances really, do we? So the money is pretty important, and this is the real one. 6 to 9 days. Okay, so we got lucky. Our next game's in 7 days against Wrexham, which is a huge game. I'm not going to be playing him, I don't think, unless he gets a little bit fitter, a little bit faster. Look at this. 12 games we've got unbeaten now. We've only lost 1 game, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if it can let us see our record, but... no, we can't see it anywhere. Club info, maybe. If you look down here, so we've lost 3-2 there. And other than that, we've not lost another game, have we? We haven't. We've come back late in games to save us for a draw and even win. Well, it looks like Ethan is likely to get a Canada call-up, which I don't know if there's a way to change it, because he shouldn't be Canadian, he should be English. And I didn't make him Canadian. If you look in the first episode, he's definitely English. So... look, it says trained in England, but he's somehow contracted to Canada. So it is what it is. If he gets the call up, fair enough. I'm hoping it's not when we have any big games though. So the FA Cup draws come back, and it looks like we've drew Maidstone in the first round of the FA Cup. I mean, we was hoping for a bigger team, but if we can beat Maidstone, it will help us progress into them later stages. So I'm happy we're getting smaller teams that we can smash again. It'll help boost our confidence. We won't need to play our best teams. Then we'll get into them later stages and hopefully we can pull one of the big fishes. So it looks like we've got a little bit of a scout report. It's only 20% scouted, but Ontuzans, I'm going to have to ask Mattis how to say this. He looks like he'd be a decent signing, to be fair. He's a good rating for the team with potential to get a little bit better. And you can see here he has potential to be a star player. To believe he'd be a good signing, I'm just going to go in. Maybe we can offer him a trial and we'll see what happens there. It's been accepted. We'll try to bring him in on a trial, see what he's about. If he's good enough, we'll hopefully be able to put an offer in and try and bring him in. Next game against Wrexham, it says that it's predicted for an easy win for us, but I don't see it being that easy. Wrexham, they're starting 5th, but I feel like they've been playing well. There was only first 2 games ago, so unless something drastic happened, I feel like it would be a tight game. Pretty neck and neck. I think they're playing a 4-4-2. We're playing the 4-2-3-1, so we're just going to have to defend well. Hopefully our 2 defensive midfielders will do a good job for us, and I'm not sure if Adam O'Reilly will be fit to play. So I'm going to go with a little bit of a change. I'm kind of matching their 4-4-2 and playing a little bit of our own style on it. Sarpong Reddy, he's match fitness, where is it? He's actually looking like he's fully fit and very sharp. So obviously, why not chuck him in there? We might as well give him a game, considering Adam he is fit to play. He could play, but I don't really want to risk it because if we do play him, this potentially picks up another injury. So I'm going to have him on a bench. If we really, really need to bring him on, then we will bring him on. But as it stands, I don't want to risk anything. I'm going to have Mark playing as a deep lying forward, playing as an attacking one, however. And I'm going to have Cameron playing as a supportive or a defensive pressing forward. So he's kind of still playing the role of shadow striker. It's just he's more suited to this, as you can see here. 4-star rating, he's more suited to playing this way. Absolutely massive game against Wrexham once again. This can truly bridge that gap that I've been talking about. If we get a win here, that gap will just further extend. Once we do a traditional kicking into their half after start. Me and Bootlegger are going to have it out after this if we lose though. Ethan has the ball out wide now, takes it down on his right. Plays a decent ball and Pearson heads it out. Harris with an absolute smack up top. And what a control that is by Thomas Asante, who's running around our defence. He goes past one, goes past two, he has a shot on goal, and it just floats past the post. And that was a very quick counter-attack from them. As it stands, it's been quite a boring half, not much has happened. The only real attack was from them, and the highlights were all theirs, so it was a disappointing first half. We're going to be aggressive, I'm not happy with performance, and we'll let the assistant say what he needs to. Everyone looks fired up, so hopefully the second half we can go out and play better and potentially get a goal to win the game. They have a free kick now, 47th minute, very dangerous position. It hits it, and it curls just around the post. So we've had another chance to put themselves a goal up. We've got away with that, really. Ethan has the ball in the middle of the pitch, plays across to Jesus. Jesus is playing in more of an advanced position now than what he usually does. Ethan Walker brings it down with his chest, plays one in on his right. Cameron wins the ball, and what a save from the keeper. Cameron didn't really have much time to react, and neither did the keeper. He stood his ground and he saved it. Ethan Walker gets onto the end of it, going forward with the ball. Beats one, the player drags him back, that's a yellow card, stops the counter-attack, and he does get a yellow card for that. Oh, it's his second one. It's his second yellow card, I didn't realise that. And he's got a red card. 8 minutes left to play, and we have a real opportunity now to get a win. Someone where he plays good ball wide to Mattis. Mattis swings one in his left, only as far as Thompson in the box. Pollock picks it up on the right. Jesus, we know he can hit him. Goes that wide to Adam. Adam's got a good cross on him. He swings the ball in. It's not in a bad position. We have the ball now. Just outside the box. Walker plays it in. Mark wins a header. Oh, that's a quality clearance there from the defender. The ball's still alive. Adam, can he cross one in? He does. It's all the way outside to Ethan Walker again. He can go back. Oh, he's been called offside, I think. Putting this pressure on in the last minutes. Let's just not let him counter-attack us. O'Reilly to Mattis. Mattis to Ethan Walker. Back to Mattis. Mattis plays one in on his left. It's all the way across the box. Duxbury. What's he done? Duxbury just gave us the goal! That is unbelievable! Miscommunication in the box. He needs to give us a 90th minute winner. Scott Pollock. And that was good anticipation. He saw the player. He took the touch. I'm not sure what he was doing. Was it miscommunication with him and the keeper? Here you can see it. Mattis plays it in. He touches the ball. Is he expecting the keeper to get it? And Pollock just slides through the back of him. That could have potentially been a foul. But the keeper didn't claim the ball. The defender didn't. He's ended up playing it into his own net almost. Pollock. There we go. And that is a very lucky win. We probably deserved it after we got the red card. But that was all down to them. They lost the game for himself. Jay Harris picks up a red card, and where was he playing for them? I'm not exactly sure whereabouts he started. I think he was an attacking midfielder, but regardless of where he's playing, you don't want to see a player get a red card, do you? And it just allowed us to get forward, because there was the team who was actually pressing us before that. We got players forward. You can see possession, 59%, but I feel like that was just more towards the end where we started dominating. And then the player literally gave us a goal. He put it on a plate for Scott Pollock. Might have played the ball in. I think he was expecting the keeper to come and claim it. He touched it down. The only thing the keeper could have done there was kick it out because the player actually touched it. He couldn't pick it up. And then he's tried cutting it in to smack it away. He's not seen Scott Pollock come through the back of him. The keeper didn't give him a call, and we've ended up scoring a goal through some very, very lucky tactics. You can see the results around us. didn't exactly go away. I'm pretty sure Barnet won. Yeah, Barnet won 2-0. Barrow won 2-0. So it's keeping them teams in and around us. But we have started to bridge a little gap between playoffs and us. As you can see, there's almost a 10-point gap. 8 points split in 7th and 1st. And they're quite a big 8 points in the long term. That means we can go on that bad run because every single team's bound to have it. We've not hit it yet. It's 13 unbeaten. But sooner or later, we will go in a bad patch of form. And at least we have them points behind us now. I'm going to end the episode here. Please like, subscribe, comment, put that notification bell on, and I will probably, I'll probably be uploading tomorrow as well. I've got nothing else to do, might as well. So I'll see you guys then.